As we look down from the escarpment, the Niagara escarpment, towards the city of St. Catharines, we're here for the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And McCarville and Northern Ontario will steal the win. Northern Ontario dodged a big bullet last night with that extra end win over PEI. And with a record of 5-3, Krista McCarville is right on course for a playoff spot this weekend. But she'll be tested today. Carey is having a lot to cheer about here in St. Catharines. After a draw 1 loss, the defending champs have reeled off 7 straight wins. A win in draw 15 will guarantee Team Canada a spot on the weekend. It's a rematch of last year's final. It is Team Canada. It is Northern Ontario. It is next.
Yes.
The skies are blue, the warm temperatures hitting 17 degrees here in St. Catharines, and it is affecting the ice at the Meridian Center. Let's go back to what happened this morning. After Ontario stole 2 in the 4th, Rachel Holman, right on her game, as you might expect. Bang, bang, runs it back. It'll lead to another steal of 1 against Eve Belil from Montreal as she goes on to win and remains undefeated. Alberta beats Prince Edward Island by 1-6-5. Manitoba wins again, 7-2 over Marla Mallet in very difficult conditions, and Newfoundland Labrador wins by 3 over the Northwest Territories. So here's what we know as we have 3 draws remaining. Ontario, Manitoba, Team Canada, they are in. If you are the Northwest Territories at 5, you are still alive, but you're going to need lots of help and teams dropping back to meet you. As on this Thursday afternoon, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to St. Catharines. Cheryl Russ alongside Team Canada. My goodness, how different they are than when we last saw them at the Worlds last year in Swift Current.
Well, and hats off to this team. It's taken them all year to get to this point, mind you, but they knew they were in this thing. That was the key. But they've simplified their communication when it comes to the draws shots. And that's forced Carey and the team to concentrate and just think, figure out the spots, figure out the rocks, figure out the field. It's a field game. Carey's a lot more confident because of it. They win a lot more games because she's more confident because of it.
Yeah, and the rest of the team just leaves her alone to do her thing. 5-3, Northern Ontario, Krista McCarville. It's all for them to put themselves in, or they could also be out.
Exactly, and you know, at this time you're a little bit tired and you start to think ahead of the 3 games and you start to sheet watch. You look next door and you see Alberta at 5-4. You wonder what's happening in that game. The key is bring it all back, focus on this one game, your one single shot, read the ice, and avoid any outcome thinking at all during this game.
So we're turning back the clock 1 year. They met in the final a year ago at the Scotties. Here they're going to meet round robin on a Thursday afternoon.
I just love playing at the Scotties. I think it's an amazing, amazing feeling when you walk onto the ice and you have all the bright lights on you and you know your heart starts racing a little bit. It's just such an amazing feeling to be playing here.
The goal here this week is to leave with no regrets. Leave it all on the ice, try to be the best people and the best teammates we can be and do everything we know we need to do to make shots and hopefully set ourselves up for a win.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
So here are the games on the ice, and make a note of the standings. Saskatchewan trying to win their first, Nova Scotia trying to keep them undefeated. Here's the key. Alberta at 4 with Heather Netherwin skipping wants to stay there. Territories need to beat them to bring them back to 5 if they have any chance. Our featured game is on Sheet C, and on Sheet D, Prince Edward Island plays Newfoundland and Labrador. So they met last year in the final of the Scotties. It's a rematch. Team Canada against Northern Ontario. Let's meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Carey, skip of Team Canada. Our lead is Lainey Peters, our second is Jocelyn Peterman, and our third is Amy Nixon, and we play at the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Hi, I'm Krista McCarville, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Sarah Potts. Our second is Ashley Sipola. Our third is Kendra Lilly, and we curl out of the Fort William Curling Club in Fender Bay, Ontario.
You see Chelsea Carey is already out. She's lost that draw to the button. She'll play the Redstones. Northern Ontario will have last rock. They have the hammer in this first, playing yellow. And to get us underway, the defending champions, the lead for Team Canada, Lainey Peters.
That says it all right there, 87%. That's a big number because the ice has been a little bit different just about every draw, and Lainey's throwing draws, and that's the hardest shot to kind of guess at, and that's a big number, Cheryl, 87%. Great week for Lainey.
Yeah, both Jocelyn and Lainey with really good numbers coming in. Helps your back end a lot when you got a front end putting that kind of pressure on.
Lainey deposits that out in front where the skipper wanted it, so not afraid to take some chances without hammer Team Canada. It shows how confident they are.
Well, this is the old curling adage, I guess we attribute it to Wayne Middaugh. If the ice is tough, go after them right away. And so you would expect nobody to waste time here.
No, and both teams had the morning off, so you know they would have maybe turned on the TV, watched a little bit of the game, and they know that maybe this is their best chance early.
Well, as mentioned a couple of days ago, there was a problem developed with the HVAC system here at the Meridian Center. They have repaired it, but they haven't been able to catch up and get the building back to where it was earlier in the week, Kathy.
Well, the big challenge was this morning, Brian and I walked in at 8 o'clock in the morning to find a very warm, very damp building. And even though the dehumidification system has been fixed, Vic, you're right, what they realized in about 4 hours after they left the building last night was that the intake valve did not shut off. So while the air was being pumped out, it was being sucked in from outside at a faster rate for 4 hours. So Dave walks in this morning and realizes that conditions are softer, it's warmer, and that presented a huge problem. What do we do, and can in fact this ice be playable? They shaved it down and generated a lot of extra snow, as you can see. And so they went into plan B, and what do we decide to do? Well, one of the decisions that they made was to meet with Curling Canada officials, the building GM, to talk about what the short-term solution was. They called the teams together. They brought a coach and a representative of each team and decided that for the very first time in national play, that at the fifth end break, they were going to scrape and repebble so that the ice conditions would never deteriorate too far, so that the conditions were unplayable. The big difference between this morning and this afternoon, though, is that this morning they had the air conditioning system running, they had the dehumidification system running, but it all pushes to sheet D, and that sheet became very problematic. They have shut everything off on this draw so that all sheets are equal, but you will see that scrape after 5, a repebble, and then one player gets to throw a rock up and back and share that intel with the rest of their team of what the new 5 looks like.
So, Kathy, basically 2 games in one. Wonderful job. And again, it's abnormally warm here. It was 17 degrees when we went on the air. And tomorrow, a little bit milder, well, cooler, I guess. Only about 13. Drizzle forecast, colder, if I can say that. Back to more normal temperatures for the weekend, but still drizzle.
You really, Cheryl, have to hand it to Curling Canada and David Merklinger to do what they did. Like, I've been at this forever, and I've never seen anything like it to resurface. That was taboo a few years ago, to resurface halfway through the game, but you don't want bad ice in the 10th end, the 9th end, 8th end, and they just weren't going to get it through. And what a brilliant idea. And what David did to make it so similar in the 6th end than it was in the 5th was just astonishing.
And as much as impressed with the ice makers, the players, I've been really impressed with how they've managed it. There hasn't been a lot of chatter about it. It isn't the typical conditions they're used to playing in, but they're just accepting it and managing what's been presented to them.
Right.
Yep.
Nice freeze there, going out wide in the swing spot.
Chelsea Carey, the defending champions, losing their first and now rattling off 7 straight wins. And they know they will be part of the weekend. Ontario, Manitoba, Team Canada. 4th spot still up for grabs. Running it back.
Good throw, Joss.
And runs it by. As we check the keys now, we'll start with last year's runner-up, Krista McCarville, Northern Ontario.
Well, just what we've been talking about, embrace the environment. It's not always going to be the same. Deal with what's coming down, what you're presented. And then Krista, when she is confident in leading, she plays very well. She has a clear strategy in mind, and sometimes I see when the pressure is on, the 3 in front will start to talk a little bit more, and that's something you want to avoid.
Very nice, Krista Clear. I like that one. Very good.
Jeez, you're bringing it, Cheryl.
It only happens to be Thursday, and we started last Saturday, but that's okay.
It took me a while to warm up.
Halfway.
Okay, go hard. Then. You need it tight. Tighter, anyway.
Halfway.
Hard. Okay, really curling. He will. Whoa, no, it's going to overcurl. Whoa, you're going to have to
Northern Ontario's had a lot of overcurls this week. They just, when you throw those guards, you throw them a little softer because it's such a good sliding surface. They curl a little sooner. Just stops in time.
And the keys for the defending champions.
Well, to me, in my humble opinion, it's believe and believe. It's believe in yourself. You're kind of under the radar with Rachel Holman, but these guys are 7-1. They've lost 1 game. It was to Rachel Holman. It was in an extra end by 1 shot to Rachel Holman. They're that close to being undefeated. They've got that system down better. Their soft shots are better. There's no reason why they can't play like they did last year if they figure out the ice. So believe what you see here, because things could change as the game goes along.
You couldn't even come up with 2 different words. Really. Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
I'm getting better. Where are you going, Russ?
1-0 today for you. I got another game.
Okay.
That red corner guard is going to create havoc for Chelsea also, because it makes Kendra's guard a little bit easier here. It doesn't have to be dead perfect.
It just blocks the path, does it? Is that what you're saying?
Just don't leave a port. And it'll guard it pretty easily.
It's closer.
Mine's good. Not too deep. Stay close, Ash.
It's tight.
Yep, go. You gotta
Tight,
go, Ash. You gotta go.
Go hard.
Yep, go hard.
Go, go, go.
Here's a great example. I only guarded half the rock, but with that red guard, it stops everything.
Like, where do we have to hit it?
3/4.
Dead on would be dangerous, Cheryl. You could leave 2 yellows in play.
Trying to get it across the top of the back yellow.
These are risk and reward, but it's the right call.
Amy Nixon.
Whoa. No.
So we play here in the first. Got it now. Peters, Peterman, run it back. What do you got? 1, 2, and you're going to stuff it, move everything, and you're going to leave them sitting 3. Northern Ontario sits 3 with last rock here in the first.
That's terrible.
That was the risk about the reward, wasn't it? Wow.
Come on, intern. Here, you take that away.
The good thing for Team Canada is those 3 red in front that they can maybe use.
It's easy from up here, but you want to miss that on the high side. But to make the shot, you had to commit.
I think it's that fresh pebble first end, just grabs it.
This is tight there. So, do you think an 80 for Kendra?
Yeah, that much?
85, I was thinking.
They're trying to go right around. The original call was a guard.
Right? Yeah.
I like going around. There's no use guarding it because the intern's available here. If Kendra can come around top 12-ish, Cheryl, block the choke off that intern freeze for Team Canada.
Okay, line's better.
Gotta go.
Go hard.
So Ashley Sipala, Sarah Potts,
Line's really good.
thinking it needs to be brushed all the way. You know it's going to bust on you. There's that break. Here it comes.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sit.
And top
Great shot,
8,
Kendra.
and just shy of the
out there.
Awesome shot.
top 4 to sit 4.
I thought that'd be
Coming
heavier
out
out there.
Really good rock positioning. But a pretty big target for Chelsea to run back into.
Exactly. You get either one of those, and if you do it that way, good things happen. If you do it that way, good things can happen. So you'd have to be unlucky not to make something.
Lots more margin for error with that than we do for the hole.
And this is pretty much the same throw that Amy just threw.
You like this one better?
But if you only get one,
Yeah.
You're thinking that, or
Yeah, at least
Team Northern Ontario is still sitting 3. I think to make that double, Cheryl, off the one that was just thrown by Kendra, and you stay right there.
but whatever you like, Chelsea.
I just think we got way more margin for error with this. We run it into anything, it's better than what it is right now, and at least we open up this side if we hit it high, right? This really pulls at the end based on the ones you and Nick's threw, so.
Well, we talked about, you did, Cheryl, about Northern Ontario peaking next door at this game with Alberta at 5 and 4. And again, this is an Alberta team that's had a switch at skip. Shannon Kleibrink, the back, is just not good enough to go. So once again, Heather Nedowan throwing the skip stones.
Well, she tried to play a soft run back on her first one to lie to and rubbed on the guard. And so now this is a cold draw to the 4-foot, needs a half a stone in the 4-foot for shot.
And running it back, Chelsea Carey right into the pocket to get rid of 2.
You're on yellow.
And it'll be that stone at the back edge of the 4 that results in a steal of 1. Remembering now that Carey, Galusha, and the Territories are at 5 losses. They need a lot of help, but at the moment, mathematically, still alive.
What a shot from Chelsea Carey. If they wanted to win this game, that was the one right there. Because now she has this, now she has that, and there's 2 yellow ones gone. I don't think Northern Ontario can actually guard both. It would have to be perfect. Oh.
It's kind of been Chelsea this week. The team has kind of backed away, let her just do her thing. She's playing, seeing shots. She knows where to put the broom down. A lot of confidence.
Can they take enough ice here?
Closer to tight. A little tighter than Kendra's. Don't want to.
Yeah, sweep it, hold it out there a bit.
Get some space. No, it's okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like I have to sweep.
Line's good. Stay close, Ash.
Ash,
no,
go,
line's
yep.
good. Hard!
Hard!
Go, hard! Well, that's a hard hole with the intern, I hope.
Run back, hole. Where do you go? Do you maybe play the draw?
I think the hole's really tough.
The problem with playing the hole, it would be very rewarding if you make it, but you tick a guard, it's probably 3.
That's what they were calling.
You just freeze down here.
Yep.
Or we play it this way.
What?
Or we play it
Or,
cross
yeah,
high.
I like this better, I think. Just give me lots of ice and I'll make sure I'm to you.
This is where all this work about not worrying about the split times and the extension and the rotation and the everything they're doing. It's just, this is a gut feel. How
like this?
slow is this compared to normal? How much is it going to curl?
Yeah.
We're short, we take her draw, or at least make it harder, right?
Yeah. Did you get Kendra's way out here?
You could probably get shot rock here, and it's a steal.
Yeah, but I
You
don't
make it.
remember. I
I
think
had
a
a
low
14.
13.
Be an incredible turnaround in an end.
Top floor. Looked like she threw more than that.
Yeah, I think I gotta think like a low 13 for you. I'm really gonna spin this too, so that if it's short, it holds the line.
Okay.
Sweep for like top 12 early, and then we'll see where the line is. Okay.
Okay. You got
Really
it,
good
Chelsea.
thought process, because even if she doesn't make this and you're short, you're going to make it really tough for Northern Ontario to get in there for their 3rd.
Clear. Wait.
Line's good.
6. Yep.
Line's good.
5. Yep.
Line's great.
4. Yeah,
Whoa.
just 4. 3,
Hey,
4.
whoa. Whoa,
3.
then, whoa,
Whoa, we'll just make it easier. 5.
Whoa.
And they won't be able to get it there.
Now you heard two of the best front end judgers in the world yell 6. So it's really slow out there.
Not bad. Pushing her way out there.
I know.
That's the only thing. Hey, that's the saving grace is that she has to go.
Even further out than Chelsea.
It's dying out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? It's way out there. Very first one in the path.
Well, it's Kendra's ice. She threw it.
Yeah.
And we can't even have really sweeping weight too much because it might overcrowd.
Yeah, it can't be sweeping weight, yeah.
That's how good Kendra Lily's come around was, Cheryl. She whipped it, but kept it buried in front of the tee line and forced the other team to a tough shot. She'll tell Skipper what the speed is, too, so she should be close here.
Stay close. Go.
Line's good.
Gotta go hard.
Gotta go.
Line's good.
Potts and simple.
Gotta curl little.
Now needed to break around that stone just thrown. And come down. Come down and sit and say hello. For 3. Great draw. Krista McCarville. That's an early 3, a big 3, considering the conditions. Krista McCarville from Thunder Bay telling us yesterday she didn't think the team had been playing their best yet. Well, I tell you what, this was one of the best shots.
Oh, no kidding. Set up by the third, Kendra Lily. Just that guess. There isn't a stopwatch in the world that'll tell you what the ice is going to do out here. They guessed right with Kendra's, brushed it properly, which is even more amazing. That information went to the skipper, and absolutely no mistake. You had to get the line besides here, right on the line. Perfect.
And it's a key shot brought to you by Scotties, the tissue for any issue. And for Team Canada, that's just the second 3-ender they've given up this week. Draw 5 against PEI was the other. So that's a big start for Northern Ontario. And now Team Canada, the defending champions, will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 2, playing the Redstones.
Well, Team Canada's got the front end to get back in this game, and the percentages that both Jocelyn and Lady have brought are going to allow some good offense.
Nice, Laney.
So we know that the defending champions are into the playoffs. They lost that opener, and look at the streak they've been in now. So they've got Northern Ontario and finish against Saskatchewan, then in Alberta, who are right now fighting for their playoff lives. For Northern Ontario and Krista McCarville. So Team Canada now, Nova Scotia, and then the Territories. For the Territories, they're, as we said earlier, mathematically in this. And it'll all wind up, of course, tomorrow. Draw 17 tomorrow morning.
Guys,
here in St. Catharines.
Probably in.
Okay.
Well, it's really good to see how Northern Ontario responds as we look at that schedule. This is pretty much a must-win for them, and sometimes that pressure, you don't perform the same way.
Oh, shoot, sorry. 37.
Good shot, just the wrong color.
Get them to stop the clock so we can swap that color.
Yeah, sorry, girls.
This is the wrong color.
Thank
We just
you.
need to swap it out.
Sarah?
Works so good, Shirley. Now the other team only has 7 shots to deal with.
See, it came out. I was like, that doesn't look right. Wishful thinking. Yeah. We've been yellow a lot. I said it was wishful thinking. Yeah. She's like, what number do you normally throw? That's none of your business.
Different team than what we saw at the Worlds, Vic.
Very much. Yeah, there's, well, certainly 7 straight wins will do that. But no, they've changed the attitude has had a complete reset.
Hard.
It's thing.
I think there was just so much focus last year. Now, you know, I'll defend Chelsea Carey to a point. She and the team are doing that stopwatch, breaking down the numbers and throws and splitting the atom before every shot at the Scotties. And it worked. And nobody was beating them up for it there. Then they get to the Worlds and it falls apart and they don't medal. And people are saying, well, you've got to simplify it. To their credit, they did. They went home and simplified it.
Oh, absolutely.
Line's really good.
Gotta go for weight.
And I think having a tough season has benefited this team. You know, we've talked about they didn't have a good tour season. They're 44% wins on tour, but I think that's been good for this team. All those losses, they're learning something from it, learning about each other.
Well, they won that very first event. I think it's played in August in Hokkaido.
It was.
And then after that, they failed to win anything.
Well, yeah, and as a team, you can crumble under that, or you can try and figure some things out. It really does facilitate a lot of conversation when you're not having success.
Hard, hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right out, right out, right out,
We
right
talk
out,
about
right
it with Team Cooey, knowing that they're in the trials, knowing they're in the Briar. You've got that luxury of trying a few things, and then, you know, if it doesn't work immediately, no big deal, because the goal for Carey was to put that maple leaf on her back again Sunday night. And, you know, just that goal to get better, it's great.
Line's good.
Weights down. Easy.
Back 12.
Okay, line's fine.
Line's nice. Line's really good still.
7, 8.
Yeah, you got to go to hold the line too.
Line's good, right
Hold the
back.
line, hold the line. Yep, yep. Good sweep, guys.
Great try.
3-6.
Same thing. Same weight.
So I mentioned that she has won 7 in a row. So you look at some of the streaks by Team Canada and what that has resulted in. And you go back to 14, Rachel Holman defending her championship, winning the gold medal. So she's in good position. I mean, if you draw anything from that, it's going to be a medal-winning event. Just not quite sure of the color here. But Rachel Holman is the team to beat at the moment, the 2-time Canadian champion. As she comes into this, she's not playing today, but sitting top of the table with 10 straight wins. 1 draw remaining for her.
Weight's close. I don't think it's a lot less.
They had a pretty busy schedule there in the last part, 4 in a row, and we saw them before they were taken a time last night, having a rest, and came out this morning, and now just 1 game left for them. Some downtime will be deserved.
And Ontario will finish their round robin this evening. And against second place, Manitoba.
There.
So that will be a game, for all intents and purposes, for first place overall. And make a note, we'll be with you at 7:30 Eastern Time. Manitoba against Ontario. Draw 16. Top 2 teams.
Hard to believe you can be 10-0 and haven't locked up first place. What do you have to do?
More than that, I didn't want to get cute with the ice there, because it's going to get into the sludge over here.
Yep, hard. Whoa! Yep, hard. Whoa! Yes, hard. Yes, hard. Yep. Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right out. Hard, right out.
Don't want to leave anything in the rings for Team Canada to use.
Thanks. Nice shot.
These are always, you know, you want the 3 points early, you take it for sure, always in a game, but then you're playing defense now, and if Team Canada, which they are a great team, they'll get to do somewhere along the way. You go from playing hits now to back to an offensive style of game, and depending on the ice conditions, that can be tricky.
That happened to Alberta the other night against Nova Scotia. They were up so much, it was just hit everything in sight. All of a sudden, Nova Scotia stole a couple, and then they had to, like you said, change gears. It's hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We showed you that steal of 1 by the Territories against Alberta and Heather Nedwin. They've blanked the second. Remains 1-0. Carey Galusha must win.
Right in, guys. That should pull pretty good. Not curling tons. Not curling tons.
You know, the other thing that got away from this defending Canadian team was at the Worlds. They didn't medal there. And that would have given them the podium would have given them a spot at the curling trials. next December in Ottawa. So that slipped away from them. So there is a reason why they want to get back. They want to get to that Worlds in Beijing and hopefully medal there and claim that spot.
Yeah, that was a tough loss for them to handle, and I think that is why they've worked so hard on the improvement. And they talked about it being even tough for them as a new team, being the hometown team last year, playing in Canada at their first Worlds as a team, and the pressure they felt. So it's been nice for them here, even though they are Team Canada. They kind of have flown under the radar because Ontario is the home team. Not as much pressure or distractions, maybe.
Good shot.
Rolling it to the back edge of the floor, and Krista McCarville saying, "Come get me."
Yep. So already getting
They look extremely sharp.
Yeah.
We watched them earlier in the week. They weren't. They really didn't catch onto the ice day one. Krista McCarville's one of the best curling deliveries in women's curling, in my opinion. It's just so solid, so
Nice and
straight.
positive here with easy peel.
And even looking past that, it's her mental makeup. She just, those big shots, she just comes up with them. We watched it last year all the way through to the final.
Nice serve here. Yep.
Final stone looking for the blank. Chelsea Carey.
Clean, clean, whoa, clean, clean, clean. Nice, good throw.
And there you go, the return to sender. And we blanked the second. It remains 3-0 Northern Ontario.
Yeah.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2017 Ford Escape SE in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2 in the final, a Battle of Ontario. Teammates Rachel Holman against Emma Miscue. And the skip dominated the final, scoring a total of 21, including a brilliant 5 on the around-the-horn triple takeout. Ontario's Rachel Holman wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2017 Ford Escape SE. And she has been the hottest of the shots. 10 straight wins for Ontario. Update now. Prince Edward Island against Newfoundland and Labrador. And again, from the Charlottetown Curling Complex, PEI's Robin McPhee.
And a really difficult thin double for Robin on Stacey's final stone. She came in and froze perfectly, and that is the shot stone.
So this is sheet D. This was the problematic sheet this morning. Your impressions of it so far?
Well, it definitely is wider and faster than the other sheets. And as I watch A, B, and C, they're pretty good. This one is better than it was this morning, but it is the softest for sure.
Newfoundland and Labrador, Stacey Curtis comes in with 3 losses. Every year she's improved and had 1 win in 11, 2 in 13, 3 last year. A win here would give her 4. So always looking to improve as we welcome you back on this Thursday afternoon to St. Catharines and the Meridian Center. And it's a 3-0 lead for last year's runner-up, Krista McCarville. Scored those in the first. The blank in 2 means that once again it's the defending champions, Chelsea Carey, that will have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Red Stones here in 3.
It's nice here. Yeah. Felt nice underfoot.
It's different for everyone that comes here. What a success is for Stacey Curtis at the Scotties is different than what success means to Rachel Holman. And so 4 wins is a good takeaway for them. There's only really one team at the end of this that's happy anyway, so it's
You see that young team from Newfoundland, we talked about it right at the opening. We both said that they just look so much more comfortable, the communication, the ice reading, the strategy, and it's paying off.
13? 14. Okay.
And there is Dave Merklinger out of Vernon, BC now. You said we should have gotten a picture of him a few years ago when he had hair. See what ice making does to you? You lose all your hair. This morning when they first came in, he was meeting with the building management and for Curling Canada officials, and then along with the coaches and one representative from each team, he did get together with the players to instruct them and tell them, look, we're going to play 5 and then we're going to scrape and re-pebble again. And that's the plan again for today. Kathy?
Well, one of the interesting things is you look at Lisa on the far side. She is struggling this game so far, and I think that for a rookie player, it does create extra anxiety for you. On the opposite side of that was Rachel Homan, who was not out on the ice last night, but her question this morning was really good at that meeting. When he was talking about the ice conditions, she asked specifically what the humidity was last night and what it was this morning to get a sense of whether the conditions were worse or better, given she hadn't played.
Okay, it's gonna die.
If you can.
We talked this week about as well,
Every bit.
if your mechanics, the way you throw that stone, Cheryl, if you don't have to worry about a wobble or getting the foot down and all those things that go in a delivery, that will help you then deal with the ice.
Right, it will, because it's one less thing that you're thinking about. You're already now trying to think about the ice surface changing and what draw weight is. And if now you have to think of 2 things, which would be you're not sound in your delivery, that adds a whole other level to a shot making. So if you can come into that, that's one of the key things for all these players to come into this event, is to be technically sound, because all these other factors that come into play are out of your control and you have to deal with them on the fly.
Wow.
Northern Ontario throws a lot of weight on those come-around taps. Remember, you have to move this rock 2 feet. So therefore, you have to get by the guard tight.
That was one of the things you said that you had hoped, or if you were going to change anything about Northern Ontario, would be maybe just to soften up the weight a little bit.
And that would be it. Everything else is fantastic. The ice reading, the strategy, the deliveries, the communication, the attitude. But obviously, if you got that guard, the lighter you throw it, the farther away you can get away from that guard. And there's just less room for error.
9.5.
So they throw them pretty hard. And if you want to hang around, you're going to have to graze those guards. You're not going to make them all.
Opportunity missed by Amy. Really good chance to freeze down to that. Overthrow rolls off now, pretty easy. Peel for Kendra.
I think you can get in your head too. I know it did to me. Like you think you're sharper than the other team by going, oh, the humidity's up, the ice is changing, watch for it slowing down, and then you get it in your head and you throw it heavy.
You like that?
Good freeze here, because the hit and roll is that little bit more difficult. If you don't roll properly, it'll be an easy hit for Christopher McCarville.
This has to be so much more accurate than a draw if you're just freezing down into the pocket.
Amy Nixon, it was her run back attempt in the first that jam that led to the 3-4 Northern Ontario. And sit over there, and she'll make the double.
They swept that, to be honest. They needed to sweep that all the way down, hit the top one thicker to get a bit of a roll on the second one. It's wide open. Like to roll roughly to the broom here and stay away from that corner guard.
For sure.
All right, like a 9, 9.5. Okay. So I don't want to be down 9.5.
Yeah, hers were.
Yeah, because hers are firm. if
Yeah, they
anything.
both were really firm and curled. But she thought it was kind of the way she threw it.
Okay.
Skip Stones here in the third.
Andress.
Krista McCarville and her first.
Whoa!
Now in a 6th appearance at the Scotties.
So that's the type of stuff that could have been thrown so much
Okay,
later.
8, 6. So go around.
The Territories stole one. Carey Galusha in the first. They blanked the second. And it is the Territories again, sitting 2. That's what's facing Heather Nedwin.
And we were talking about the differences of the ice. Well, Alberta played on sheet D last night, which was arguably the worst sheet in the house. And you're just talking about throwing it harder, Russ. That's exactly what Lisa Amy did and flashed the open hit. And that's why it's a situation now where Heather does face 2. Needs the nose hit for the single.
Nedwin taking over for Shannon Clybrink. And she'll hit it there and sit down for the single to tie it. Clybrink and Nedwin, that Alberta team at 4 losses. Trying to avoid a 5th. Galusha at 5, needing to bring them back.
She throws a guard and we have nothing though.
You think she guards?
I do, yeah, if we make it good.
Yeah, they talked a little bit here about going around the corner, but the risk with that is that Northern Ontario ignores it, throws a guard. This playing this shot brings the blank possibly into play, and you might have to rebuild next weekend if it's not perfectly made.
Yeah, normal.
Might get a skip's deuce out of it if you make it good.
Yeah. Whoa. No.
It's close.
Never.
Called right off
Never.
by
Not quite
Amy
enough.
Nixon now.
Okay.
And little too thin, spills out the back.
Well, they did want to stay in the ring, so they didn't allow this force opportunity.
They might give up the blank opportunity.
Amy thought? Okay.
I think that spot, that's where Amy snapped. That's where they ended up, as Vic was saying, the jam on Amy's. But I think it's been worn down, so there's not as much pebble, and that caught them by surprise.
Shoot.
Yeah, it is. That is.
And we had a bunch down here, so it's pretty nice here.
Okay.
All this has to be is buried anywhere.
Weed's pretty close, I think.
Yeah, weight's good. Gotta go a little. Good. Little bit of room. Lots of room. We can
Close,
wait.
though. Stay close. Should
We
warm.
can wait.
Close.
Gotta get it buried, so stay close. We can wait. It doesn't matter. It just has to be buried. Go, Sarah.
Go.
Hard, Sarah.
Good warp.
Hard.
And look at this.
Keep going hard. Go, go, go.
Whoa, we're buried. Whoa.
Great shot.
That is warp, huh?
Perfect curling shot.
Look at that. You can hear the sound of the moose around the Meridian Center.
You can't take that chance.
We've been throwing this with Laney.
That's why sticking around on Chelsea's hit was so critical, even if it didn't roll.
Good 90.
That's the hard part when you're coaching. You say, well, you know, we got forced to 1. No, you forced yourself to 1.
Yeah, we did that all on our own. You get enough pressure from the opposition.
This is your ice, Laney, for the guard. We can play the other turn if we like the speed better there. We threw it in the first end. I don't care at all. I just, whatever you guys like better for speed.
What are you thinking here? I think
Well,
just
I
like
don't-
full fresh 3.5 is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Like no one's really thrown this one since practice.
Well, do you like this intern better? Let's throw it better if we, or
I
throw it
think
if intern.
Yeah, I like that conversation. If you don't have
I
a
don't think it's gonna
preference
be a
as
whole
a
lot
thrower
different.
on the
I
turn,
don't
then
think
your
it's gonna be
sweepers
much
do.
nicer, but
The turn that they know are most familiar with.
this one coming here.
To the wing.
Yeah, pretty close to that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you look. You look.
Line's good.
Not pulling crazy yet.
Curling now.
Okay, now it's breaking hard.
curling
Breaking
now.
really hard.
Really hard. Gotta go. Get it there.
All you got, all you got.
Push
Hard,
across.
4-1.
Boy, this is a Carey now.
Gotta get to the 8-foot guys.
Yeah, I got to get there.
Josh, go, 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 go.
Need a good
Come on,
piece
you
of the
got it,
8.
You got it. You got it.
And well done.
Sweeping.
It's going to be that kind of day. A lot of pressure on the front ends, the brushers. But forced to 1 after that wonderful draw by Northern Ontario. Thursday afternoon, the Scotties from St. Catharines, and it's draw 15. Let's continue with our updates. Hasn't been a good start for Prince Edward Island and Robin McPhee gave up 2, gave up a steal of 1, and now here's her last in 3.
And a chance to get them all back in this end. Was lying 3 after her first one. Stacey Curtis tried to remove a couple, only got 1. And so this is a draw, needs full 8 foot to get that 3rd point.
Out of the Charlottetown Curling Complex, an 8th appearance at the Scotties for Robin McPhee, but her first as a skip. Has thrown the 4th stones before, and that'll settle nicely to tie it with Newfoundland and Labrador's Stacey Curtis. So 3 draws remain, this one and 2 more, and we know 3 teams are into the playoffs. Ontario, Manitoba, Team Canada. Northern Ontario in the best position right now at 3 losses. If you're at 4, you're still alive. You're also alive at 5, but you're going to have to win out if you're Carey Galusha, and then need teams to come back. And you need them all to come back to you.
Wait, next.
Northern Ontario leads at 3-1. That was what you call a classic force. That corner up, wonderful go around. Come around by Krista McCarville. Nothing left but the draw to the 8-foot for the single. And so here in 4, once again, will be Northern Ontario that has last draw. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Really hard.
These Brushers had to work hard on Chelsea's last one. The amount of movement, it was going sideways more than it was going ahead.
Knock this right out of play here. Have to go back. Is there any frost over there? Oh, very nice.
Long. Okay, halfway high. It's nice here, Joss.
Hey, are we hitting this?
Joss?
Center guard, I think.
We're hitting this, aren't we?
High?
This will be funny.
Long, yeah.
Would have shocked Chelsea the hit come down
Yeah.
the sheet.
It's heavy.
Yeah. So it's nice here. It is. I'd like to give this to you.
Lots of room.
Halfway. 2.
Get off, Nick. Way more line.
Tight.
Wow. It's
2.
way out
2.
there.
It's
Right
really
over
coming
there.
down.
There it goes.
Right over, right over, right over. All you got.
2.
Every inch, every inch, every
You're
inch,
so
every inch. Hard line.
impatient.
Go, 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 go. Nice throw, Joss. Good sweep.
Way
I
up
missed
there.
it, sorry.
Well, Nova Scotia has picked up a couple in 3. Mary Maditol from the Windsor Curling Club to take a 3-1 lead over Penny Barker of Moose Jaw. And Alberta and the Northwest Territories continue to be tied 1-1.
Don't want to run this onto your own yellow one. Thought they play the other turn there, Cheryl. A little safer.
Less risk.
Sorry, we were just thinking we didn't want to jam that.
Be very slim chance of that happening.
I think that's the same.
Yep.
Less.
Line's good.
Less. Little less.
Didn't hate it, Nick.
Pretty high.
Still room.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Laney.
Switch.
Oh. You need to for line, but you can't. Nice throw, Joss.
Now, the perfect position for that is just over the hog line, so there's a lot of separation,
Feel it
and
more
then
way
straight
down.
in line with each other, so the
Okay.
double isn't easy.
Yeah. Straight peel's fine.
The stagger allows the opportunity to get rid of both and roll your shooter out of the play.
Whoa.
Ashley Sipola.
Whoa. Sorry, I thought that was her. Whoa.
Watch
Wow.
the corner red one.
Okay, good.
Coming over and underneath.
That's better. That was 7.5. That's
You
better.
really
Can't
do.
do that. We gotta hit it if we're gonna do that.
Again, you think as a club
I think
curler,
it's too early to do this.
but you have to map everything on the ice. You have to be
through the
aware
guard,
of every
it's fine.
stone where it is.
You do. You're always watching, and not just the skip, Vic. That's the key at this level, I think, is that all the players have to be paying attention, because you do, especially at this time of the week, start to forget the paths and what you saw, and they will have mapped out every sheet and discussed it even after in team meetings, and it's part of what they need to do to play at this level.
It's probably all there.
I may be wrong, Russ, but I think that's part of the evolution of the game too, is that I think with the free guard zone, it's brought every player into the mix in terms of the game. That the lead just isn't there to throw those lead stones. They're more the setup shots. They are also in tune with the game. They're thinking about where stone should be.
That's been the biggest change, I think, in the high level players, is, you know, that we talk about fitness. It's that all 4 players have the strategy down. All 4 players are reading the surface. They're figuring out their rocks. They're communicating better. Yeah, that's exactly how you play at this level. Oh boy!
Look out! Look out! Look out! And it's going to be behind cover and sitting there on the edge. Remember now, it is Northern Ontario that has last draw, but Team Canada has now won, as the official has come out just to get rid of a stone that he says has touched. As we watch Amy Nixon, but they've got one sitting there, T-line, hanging on the edge and covered.
Oh, this could be huge. Sit to enforce Northern Ontario.
But you gotta sit, and she does.
Good sweep. Wait, it was nice. Really sweep. Because we're never going to get that other one out.
That red one that stayed in the corner just rolled up into the snow. The little wee bit of frost that started to creep up. Normally that would have been gone.
In a 1-1 tie, Alberta in a must-win for them.
Whoa!
Well, not so much as must-win for the territories who want to stay at 5. Carey Galusha.
Well, this is the force. Heather Netherland hit to lie the 2. Yeah.
So Galusha needing to win and bring teams back. Alberta trying to avoid a 5th, and then they would be on that bubble spot.
Oh my God, my broom's starting to get stuck just cleaning.
Well, there you go. We're starting to hear that. We saw it last night as well.
This is great, but just make sure we stay in the house somewhere. We can roll your way.
That's the kind of thing that can be, as you say, Cheryl, a distraction. Just, okay, so clean the brush and just move on.
It is that, you know, I was telling you about that. Our team used to struggle with that a bit on difficult ice, and our coach finally sat us down and said, when the ice is tough, I want you to not discuss it. I just want you to give concrete information back and forth and don't whine, because I think it becomes an excuse for your level of play.
No question.
Just deal with it.
Just normal. Whoa. Whoa. Just normal. Clean. Yep. Clean. 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 Whoa, whoa. Clean. You're good. You're good. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep.
Clean, clean.
Good. Good.
Clean. Good call, Joss. 10. Good, Joss.
You might want to roll this if you're Northern Ontario into the middle here, so that when Chelsea hits it and you have a hit, you've got a little bit of room for error. Keep it over in the corner here. It's going to be a tricky little hit and stay for 1.
Just a little. 9.5, 10. Okay.
Krista McCarville and her first.
9.5. Shot.
You wonder if, in fact,
I thought it was.
the old hairbrushes would have been able to help out here today.
No question.
They would. This is when you'd be pulling them out too. You saw that for years. When the frost would creep in, the hair would come out, and it digs down in that pebble and really pulls the frost out.
But now it's all the synthetic, a standardized synthetic. You can still use the brush to throw.
But not to sweep. There's that directional brushing rule we came up with last year, that you can make the rocks do weird and wonderful things with the hair and the aggressives. materials we had. So really another great change.
Touch more. No. Normal.
You've got the force on here, and
Whoa,
you don't want to roll it out.
Clean it. It's like a 9. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Amy Nixon saying it's fine.
Good.
And it will roll to the back edge of the button. So well played by the defending champions. Getting that little spin under that
not down.
corner
Looks like a lot of ice, though.
to sit the
It'll
two.
curl, I think.
Okay.
I'd say a force here's a minor victory for Team Canada. What they have done so well this week is their hammer efficiency, and they have a 10% better hammer efficiency than McCarville does. So they get this hammer back and create some points with it.
Solid, if anything.
Final stone here in 4. Northern Ontario,
Okay.
Krista McCarville.
Whoa, whoa.
Facing 2.
Whoa. Clean. 9. Clean. Yeah, 8-8. Nice shot.
Very nice. So she'll get her single back-to-back. Forces.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's just really tough with the Briar. You never know.
I'm gonna pick Brad Gushu.
Brad Gushu.
I'm putting it on Brad Gushu.
I'm going to give it to Gushu in the hometown.
I really believe that Brad Gajou and his team are going to win the Briar this year in St. John's.
You're not biased at all.
Not at all.
Gushu's had an amazing year. I think he's going to do really well.
They've got all the shots. They've been playing well.
There's usually a reason why you wait as long as you do when that's the case, and so for him to win it in Newfoundland would be pretty incredible.
Well, I'd like to see our BC boys there, of course.
Well, I'll have to go with green and gold. Jacobs for sure.
I'm going to go with Team Saskatchewan. Casey.
I think I'm going to have to go with King Edward from PEI and see if he's going to go right through relegation and sweep it all.
Yeah, Mr. McKenzie's going to have to come through that qualifying tournament to fill out the 12-team field. But yeah, Kevin Cooey, defending champion. And Brad Gujou, will they win it all at home? Brett Gallant throwing the second stones. There he is. And of course, thinking as well about his partnership with Jocelyn Peterman. They are the defending Canadian mixed doubles champions here. Watching Jocelyn.
Come on, Amy. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Oh my God. What's happening?
Mixed doubles, of course, to be the new discipline. Curling discipline at the Olympics a year from now in Korea.
A lot of these teams have an eye on both the team and the mixed doubles opportunity.
Whoa! Clean!
Ice might be starting to change a bit with you don't often see a corner guard hog.
Really hard!
So a reminder what's going to happen at the fifth in break.
Down.
Dave Merkler and the ice crew will come out and they will scrape
How about the guard again?
and re-pebble.
Yeah.
And then we were told one player from each team will be selected to throw one stone down, one stone back, and then relay that information to the rest of the team.
Fine.
It's impressive they're doing what they can to keep the playing field playable.
Absolutely shocked when I watched the game this morning on television. The sixth end surface was so mirrored, so close to what it was in the fifth end. That's unbelievable to do that. Normally, when the ice is freshly scraped, you pebble it again, you nip it, you do everything you do. It's slower and curls more. The rocks bite a little more, and David managed to play around with the water temperature and the nipping of the ice after it's pebbled to simulate the fifth end. Pretty incredible.
Hey, it's not over there. Your rock got over there and then it died.
But I don't think they can scrape too soon here because it's that's two hog rocks from Lainey Peters, the #1 lead in the building. But definitely off to the edges and starting to slow down.
Whoa! Good shot. 7-7. That's better. That was me not. Ready?
As these ice conditions change, it is advantage to the team ahead because you don't have to throw as precise as shots, and you're not trying to just get guards over the hog line. You're throwing hits, which are a lot more manageable.
Okay, 7, 8, 8, 9.
That's good, guys. As long as it's not through, it's good.
It's not through at all.
Okay,
just
good.
an 8.
Yep.
And
yep. Really good. Nice judge.
3-1.
to the back 8 and behind cover, Jocelyn Peterman. Will she be our representative in mixed doubles? Well, Jeff Stoughton, Canadian world champion. He does now manage the mixed doubles program for Curling Canada. Just got back from Korea. Some of the staff of Curling Canada were over there to check on the World Juniors, which are presently underway. Paralympic Games will be following. Checking out the curling facility. Some concern with the floor of the building being used.
Yeah, the floor had cracked, I had heard.
Yeah, Hans Vutrick is making the ice there. And one thing about Jeff is he's also a NASCAR fan, and a brand new NASCAR season begins on Sunday, the Daytona 500. Catch at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN 1, 4, and 5. But his favorite driver is gone, Jeff Gordon, a couple of years back. Although Jeff still does drive. He was driving in the 24 hours of Daytona. If I remember correctly, I think he won as part of the winning team.
Wait. 5-2. Well, it's open.
What'll also happen here in this fifth end before they scrape is that shot right there. As it digs, it'll just take that extra curl. You might get an extra 4 or 5 inches of curl once you get out to the sides of the sheet.
And then as you hear Chelsea say, now that it's still available, if it doesn't bite, it maybe stays right there and you don't have that peak at the corner.
You throw that exact same way in end number 3 and it's buried. And just that little extra bite. And here's an example, Vic, of what I talked about. That's a really tight broom for Kenter to come at this thing. Take a wee bit more ice, bump it back a couple feet. Yes, the conditions probably don't allow that, but she has to really bring that guard into play here.
Kendra Lilly. Sipler. Here comes that guard. Oh!
Younger eyes.
Fearless.
I was really impressed with Kendra when they played Ontario, and she brought her game up. She put a lot of pressure on Emma. And she'd come in struggling a little bit, so as the week goes on, figuring it out.
Just a great natural shot maker, really. You just tell.
You worked with her, didn't you? This.
No, she helped me in a clinic. I didn't give her any advice. She's too good.
She was giving it to you.
Right. Well, yeah. A lot of people do.
Stay in broadcasting was one of them.
Face closed. Back 4. 9. Yep. 8.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Whoa.
Once again, dropping in on the game between Alberta and the Territories. Oh, boy.
It's on there.
Yeah?
It's for 2. Yeah, you bet.
Thanks. Oh, there's the one hanging on the edge there.
That's right. Heather tried a double on her first stone and jammed it a little bit too thick so it didn't roll out. And so Carey Galusha was able to hit the shooter and roll under again. That's the biter. So Heather does draw against 2.
So Heather Nedwin, 2-time Canadian champion, taking over this team of Shannon Clybrink. And 1 red it is.
I'm petrified. Just do
So they'll go to the break in a 2-2 tie.
Very telling comment you just heard Heather Nettowin say, I'm petrified to draw. It's the ice changing at this point, so time for the scrape.
Like, I'm thinking if I roll out, she might play the double and then just blank, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So if we stick around, then she might tap. I don't really want anything in the back, but might not
Kind of wait.
a 9.
Roll to the middle.
Kenders was an 8-1, so it should be fine.
Yes. 9. Yes.
Skip stones.
Clean. Yep.
Krista McCarville.
Hard.
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 Hard. Sounds like we're rolling.
Good
Whoa,
brush.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good save.
Nope, good.
And it'll hang in the
Pretty
back.
good.
12.
I think that was a good weight. That was 9-ish, wasn't it?
I think so. Was that about a 9? Or?
Yep, I got a 9. Right on.
I didn't really want to overflow it, but
Because of the frost, you can see the snow building up here. This shot scares me. It's the right call. Tap it back a little bit, create a bit of a wall, but you could easily make this a tight guard without even trying. Then another guard goes on it, and it would be extremely hard to score.
yeah.
Okay.
More than next. Yep. Back line. Back line.
No.
Try to get to the one
Yep.
closest to center line and then roll a little bit as we're looking at it to the left.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Peters, gotta go, gotta go.
Hard. I didn't throw mine too badly, it turns out.
There you go. They yelled back line, swept it from end to end, and ended up T-line.
That's crazy, eh? Just jumps over there.
I think I like a 9.
Can you imagine with another hour and a half of this without scraping? Just a brilliant move by the Canadian Curling Association and David.
Well, you don't want the ice to affect the game.
No.
Right? I mean, this is fair to everybody.
Yeah, as long as they're playable, but as Russ is saying, if this continues, they won't be, so.
It wouldn't be.
So the scraping has started right next door as Alberta and the territories have gone to the break. That procedure will happen on all 4 sheets at the break. I mean, there's enough snow there to make get a couple of pieces of coal and a carrot and a top hat. And we
Ashley, you gotta go. Hard, Ash.
Frosty.
Hard. Hard.
Oh, goodness.
You're kidding. Hit it so thin, got away with it.
Yeah, to force again.
Oh, yikes. It's too much weight, and I just kind of made sure I popped it out there.
What weight were we calling?
She watched Chelsea's overcurl, so typical to do this, but with that weight, hardly any movement.
Well, let me add, I'm saying force here. Would you take on an angle double here or not?
No, it's of no value, really.
All right.
You could get the blank out of it, I guess.
Whatever you
But
like. That's good. This is pretty frosty in here.
especially with the ice doing what it's doing, and I think the team that's down has more hope. I don't have to go crazy here.
Okay.
Firm. Oh. No. Oh. Clean it.
Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Facing 2.
Oh. Clean. Clean. Clean.
Chelsea Carey.
Really nice throw.
Very nice. Well done. Both teams considering the conditions. But that 3 really jumps out at you. The 3 scored by Northern Ontario in the first, and now the work begins for Dave Merklinger and the crew. The scrape. We're midway through. It's draw 15 from St. Catharines.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years.
They call St. Catharines the Garden City. Still a little too early to think about planting a garden, but my goodness, it's 18 degrees as we speak right now. Looking across at the Meridian Center. Our featured game here on this Thursday afternoon, draw 15. Last year's runner-up. It's a rematch, really, of the last year's final, won by Chelsea Carey. Krista McCarville, you talk about getting off to a good start. That old adage, you know, when the ice gets bad, go at them right away. And look at this. Makes a wonderful draw to score 3. And really, that's been the difference as they've traded singles since then. It's a 4-2 game right now with Krista McCarville from the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay leading, and she is standing by with Brian.
Chris, it's been an interesting 24 hours when it comes to the building and the ice. Take me back to that first end and that draw. You had to go outside. Was that half guessing or half skill, or how did that play out in the first end?
Well, definitely we knew it was going to be heavier out there, and I just wanted to give it a shot. So if it was sweeping weight, you know, it'd probably overcurl. So I felt like I just had to give it some good weight, and definitely we knew that it was going to be fresh out there. Totally, you know, nobody's been out there yet, so I had to just kind of throw it out there and have, you know, perfect T-line weight, and hopefully it came down and we, you know, got the point. So pretty good guess, I think.
How different is the ice from what you've seen earlier in the week to maybe today where there's been challenges?
Yeah, definitely there's some challenges. You know, the draw weight's trickier, and definitely at the end it's smudging and it's going sideways. It's really curling compared to earlier in the week, but it's still manageable, and, you know, we can still play our draw shots or taps, and that. It's just, you know, a little bit more thinking involved.
You're very much in the playoff conversation right now. You were 7-4 last year, and you made the final. I know it didn't end the way you wanted last year. How much do you allow yourself to think about that experience, and maybe that could help you this time around?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know it's a really long week, and we can't really think about last year too much. It's a new year, and lots of new teams here, so we just have to take it one game at a time, and, you know, hope we get in that playoff berth and, you know, get on a roll like last year.
You have Lorraine laying behind the bench. Rick just flew across the world a few days ago, getting here. What is it like having the support of those two for your team?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, they have so much experience, you know, they bring to our team, and just, you know, even, you know, just practicing at home, they're with us every day, and they're, you know, tweaking our slides, and, you know, just talking to us about some mental things, and they're a huge part of our team.
Thanks for your time, and good luck.
Thank you.
Leading on the scoreboard 4-2, and look at these numbers. Considering the conditions, Northern Ontario, everyone in the 90s, Potts 93, Sipola 93, and Kendra Lilly, Krista McCarville, both throwing 100% games. Outstanding performance here after 5. The numbers brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. Team Canada meeting with their coach, Charlie Thomas, the two-time Canadian, two-time World Junior champion. The scraping continues, the pebbling continues. Amazing job by Dave Merkling here, and the crew will be ready when we come back.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Huge scrub, you gotta hold it now. Hold it, run it back. Oh, now where's it gonna spill? Oh, it sits in time. Final stone. And now the crowd starts to respond as they watch Peterman, Peters, Chelsea Carey, full 8 foot to be the Canadian champions. She is the defending champion, Chelsea Carey. Interesting to note that Amber Holland, Heather Nedwin are here starting out as alternates. Amber Holland for Saskatchewan still on the bench. Heather is now playing. Jennifer Jones didn't qualify out of Manitoba this year. And Chelsea Carey trying to become the 7th in 55 years. Rachel Holman, Jennifer Jones, Kelly Scott, Colleen Jones, Sandra Schmerler, Heather Houston, and Vera Pezer out of Saskatchewan. They are the only people to defend a Canadian championship in some 55 years. All right, another update before they go to the break. Saskatchewan and Nova Scotia. Shot Rock top, and Napiling belongs to Saskatchewan.
And a very big chance here for Penny to score 4. Mary Manitou tried to roll on her final stone and did not. And so it is a wide open hit.
Penny Barker and the team from Moose Jaw Ford Curling Center. And look at that. 4 it is as they put it on the board. Looking still for their first win, coming in winless in 8 games. Prince Edward Island and Newfoundland and Labrador as they finish up in 5.
Well, and that stone at the back, that red stone belongs to Robin McPhee. And on her final stone, Stacey Curtis tried to draw in on top, was light. And so this is a draw for 2.
Robin McPhee and the PEI champions from the Charlottetown Curling Complex against Stacey Curtis, Newfoundland and Labrador from the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club.
You need backing?
Boy. And having to settle for the single, they go to the break. Our game 4-2, Northern Ontario leading, and it will be the team from Thunder Bay that does have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 6, playing the yellow stones as the skips make their way down. You know what, if you could hear me, well, I will anyway. Applause for the ice making crew. They've done a spectacular job. They've gone out, scraped, pebbled, and clipped the pebble. Both skips have thrown their stones to get a feel, 1 up, 1 down, and now here we are, ready to go again and start it up. And to get us underway, let's call it the second half. The Team Canada lead is Lainey Peters.
2.5.
It's incredible. You see 25 ice crew running around, scraping all these sheets, the work that goes into that. Give them these ice conditions again. I timed one of the draws, and it was 13-8, which is close. We had 14 to the top 8 foot in the second end, so just about back to what it was at the beginning of the game.
And it would have slowed down to the 5th end, so it's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's just fantastic. And more importantly, they should be able to get the last 5 out of it.
Line's good.
Not moving very much at all, guys. Not moving. We gotta go for each.
And here you are, there's a...
Hard, hard.
So 14, just over 14.
Hard.
And that will,
Good sweeping.
with brushing, drag you into the top 12.
What David did is he clipped a little bit more off, which takes the surface of the pebble off. Normally, historically, you've got the tops of the pebble that have to be worn before it gets quick, and that's what's made it so fast here. You wouldn't do that for a 10-end game with 2 practices, because a practice is literally 2.5 ends times 2 teams. You're playing 15 ends out here, so you keep the pebble higher. He's clipped it off enough to resemble end number 5. Fantastic.
Well, that's 40 years of experience that Dave Merklinger is bringing to the ice, along with his crew. And we made mention again that there are so many volunteers coming from across the country, other curling clubs, to work with him, to learn from him, and they will take all that knowledge back to their clubs.
Well, and how often would they experience this situation so invaluable if they ever run into it again? How you would deal with it. Wow. Look at that come around lane. He just placed perfectly.
Back 8. Close. Back 4. Back 8. Whoa. Whoa. No. Not curling at all. Okay, starting to.
Go, Kendra.
Okay, go. Go, Kendra, go. Go, Kendra, go. Go, 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 go.
Gotta bounce it open a bit.
Move it. Hard.
And trying to bounce it into the open. They do. Shot rock still belongs to Team Canada.
What do you like?
I don't hate guard.
I don't like a guard.
You don't
We're
like
here.
guard?
No.
Okay,
Whatever, I can get
with
on
the
board.
out.
We can guard. I don't hate it.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't hate top 8 either, Charles. I like it.
Just gives them a bunch of shots at a run.
Yeah.
I think we throw one guard.
Okay.
It's risky. It's risky without hammer here, but the scoreboard's kind of pushing Chelsea Carey in that direction. They have to make a move at some point in time.
What's the risky play?
Well, because they don't have hammer, leaving the Northern Ontario stones in play, the shot rock's wide open, so they're going to throw a center guard. I imagine Crystal will start trying to peel, but at some point in time, Carey's got to deal with those 2 yellow ones. You know, if you miss a guard here, there's a double peel made. You could give up 2 or 3 here.
Yeah, go.
Tight to that guard.
After saying all that, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah, I think you kind of, again, as you said, you're forced with the scoreboard. You're down, you don't have hammer.
Oh, can't freeze it.
It's not quite frozen, just snuggles up beside.
4-4.
That was supposed to be a guard. So that's what I mean by risky. You're never really wrong with your strategy. It's just after you execute. So that's the.
Well, again, now let's go back. You know that the ice has changed, but you still bring to my mind, Cheryl, the mindset from 5.
You do, or the mindset from the first end, because really you're back to first end conditions. So you are kind of thinking first end conditions.
Run it back, bang, stuffed it, and we'll spill 2.
I even think the skip has to be thinking first end. What shots would you call first end? It's not like you know the ice and you're in the 6th end of play. The ice has changed again.
Yeah, it's 2 5-end games there, really, isn't it? That's what you have to think. And this is your second crack at the first end. You knew what it did then, so gives you a rough idea.
Line's good.
Back to the risky point here. Let's this over
Not curling yet.
curls. You know, the Northern Ontario could sit 3 if they want.
Going now. Line's still really good, guys. Gotta go. Over and off. Over and off.
Okay, we're over.
Nice, Joss. Really good. Good sweep, guys. 7-5.
Perfect position.
Like peeling?
Yeah, maybe
Not the back.
No, because if on the next one we can make a double peel.
What's that?
I don't mind the peel.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
The only thing I don't like for Team Canada is this rock right here. That can be used. That can be used this way if they get into trouble, Northern Ontario.
Clean. Nice throw, Ash.
Very nice.
One more.
See, this is where I don't follow. You Team Canada and you have a stone. I realize it's still second stone, so now we're playing third stones, I guess, with Amy Dixon. Why wouldn't you maybe bring that guard a little tighter, wrap it around that center guard, maybe stagger them a little just to protect shot stone?
Well, if you go too early in there and they make a play on that, then that's when a multiple will come up for Northern Ontario. So trying to throw the guards, let Northern Ontario waste some stones peeling it off, and then go in late when they don't have as many chances to bail.
We're going to find out if it works, because they just
slid in.
They just put it where Vic wanted it, and it's not wrong. Danger here. Let's say you hit that yellow dead on, ever make the red double.
Okay.
I think that'd be pretty.
It's risky.
The call was the long guard, was it?
Yes.
Just slid in.
I think even if we get rid of the jams on the floor,
Don't blame me.
Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah, you'd be getting both.
I was just going to.
I think we try it.
Okay.
Do you think Amy? No, I'm going to listen to Vic.
Vic said.
Right here then.
Could hit the shot rock, just simply sit 2, but obviously that's what Chelsea's looking for, is a little bit of shrapnel out front here that she can loop around.
Whoa! No!
Kendra Lilly still throwing 100%.
Go, go, go. Yep, peel
It's
it.
fine, it's fine.
And they'll just
Okay.
open everything up.
Everybody just pray.
Everybody
just pray on your brooms right now. Okay, halfway. I'm gonna think even higher. You guys can pound it. That's light.
Line's good.
Wait's close. Okay, then don't sweep it.
Team Canada would more than anything love to come out of this end with the
room.
steal, and the best way to get that is play for a force really hard. But that takes ignoring a bunch of stones. All these shots are critical. The guards are.
No, no, no.
Amy's been a bit heavy in a few today.
There. Try and get that one a little thicker so we don't jam it. Just to here to roll over to here.
Go, Kendra.
Gotta hit it about there.
Pretty easy to jam a red onto a yellow in this particular scenario.
Yeah, it looks actually natural that you're going to.
Yep.
Trying to hold this now for Kendra Lilly. Run it back. Oh, and she touched them. And look at that. Ray Stone comes off, does jam, and now covered by the Stone top 12.
Really bad break. Well thrown Stone, but that top one just stays there.
Look at those two reds perfectly lined up.
Still an angle raise out there too.
Okay, straight guard.
All right, Chelsea. So all three of us made the same mistake. It's really, really nice.
This will be new though. It's less ice.
I still think it'll be really nice.
Okay.
That's
comparison,
still there. That's still there also.
Agreed. It's hard to not
Underfoot, it's
Boy, that's good news to an ice maker's ears, isn't it?
It's really, really nice.
Really, really nice.
feels like Glencoe Keen.
Okay.
But that's really good information from Jocelyn, because Chelsea would be remembering the last draw she threw, and Lainey threw the practice draws, so she didn't get an opportunity.
She had something else in her head.
She did.
Wait, get over the curl. 2.
Line's good.
Get over curl.
Over and off.
Higher the better.
Over and
Just
off.
pretty high. No.
Whoa.
Higher the better.
Good.
Wow. Just crosses over. In a 2-2 tie, Alberta and the Territories. Final Stone coming up for Carey Galusha.
Heather Netherman was trying to draw into line 3 on her final and came a bit short. Now, Carey did just throw this draw, and it was that Yellowstone out front, so short. So she's seen the path, but I do think now she's playing the hit and roll off it instead.
Trying to get into the four. The shot rock is at the center line back 4.
That's tough too, because you can't. You got to get by that red one really tight. You're going to roll the wrong way.
We're fine.
And will not. So there is your shot rock at the back 4. Steal of 1 for Team Alberta.
Playing one of these right now is pretty risky. If you don't make it, she sucks another one, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, this is a pretty long guard.
But then they're saying she's
not
going to hit
get
wrong.
to this one?
What's that?
Do you think we can get to this?
And do what? She's gonna suck another one in. I
know.
can't play much weight. I'm tapping it to here at most, I think.
So then we have
So
to
our
peel.
only option is to try after that one or peel.
I don't think there's a shot on that rock.
No, I'm just thinking try after that one.
Bump it.
But that's not easy either.
Like, if it hangs out, you have the rub here, you might have some options.
That's what I was thinking. But
nothing to get your shot, like to get shot. Yeah, if she knows that,
What do you think?
that's not good.
If we
for her.
peel, either try and go after that or the peel and then hope that we clip that one too. And she makes this perfect.
yeah,
We
we're
would just have to draw to give her one.
yeah, which
and
is gonna be a
it's
total
against-
guess.
And if she
against
knows
two.
it's
It's gonna be
not
against
good.
2 and a total guess.
Okay, well, do you guys want to call a timeout?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm out.
Well, we should have called one like a minute.
Yeah, so timeout has been called. The team's given
Do you ever
Two.
that you don't play that now?
90-second
I
timeouts.
think that's probably easier than that.
So we'll see
What?
Lorraine Lang make her way to the ice.
This opens up
Two-time
this side.
Canadian
Yeah,
world
then
champion.
she's
And if
doing
you
it.
hit it
Could
too,
come down and just move that over a little bit. Keep your yellow one over here. Then you got some raise opportunities. But you've
So
still got
why
this
don't we
one. They're
let
starting to
her
look at
guard?
this one.
why don't we let you?
Yeah. The guard, and if she makes that, we have nothing.
I have a like guess draw.
Even if she knows
Against
it.
If she knows that it's not
Well,
good for
we
us.
might be third, so I mean.
So yeah, I think we are
what are
third.
your options then? Try to play after this one.
Yeah, but there'd be 3 rocks there too.
You could run that in.
If she knows this.
So if she knows this, it's okay. We have this. Asking
Yes, let's talk to Lorraine.
So what are the options then?
Well, the other option was to play this.
No, I don't think we can play that.
Okay.
what about this? Just
No, I
bumping
was
it up.
thinking this.
Yeah.
And if we hang out, I was
Because
thinking
we
to
don't
take
wanna,
off that.
We don't want to put that one in for second. Like, we don't want to play a come around and maybe dick that one in for second, right?
But that's also a risk if we're playing
and
this.
roll off to here.
But we're not going to play this with any weight, right?
No, we're
Yeah,
not.
I
We're
was-
gonna
well, we got to play it with like.
Well,
here.
we're going to
And
tap
you're right,
it.
if it hangs out, we should have an option.
Chris is calling just on it this way.
Yeah.
We're on this, but
Yeah.
if it hangs, use that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like back 12.
I think it curls enough
Yeah.
right now. It just seems a lot straighter than it's
I
been.
think so.
Yeah.
Mine curled
Yeah.
enough.
All right,
I don't mind
and it's a
that.
high guard.
Try it, yeah?
It's a really
It's
high
not that
guard.
It's not even the guard.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
this
the guard.
I'm concerned about.
It's that's the opposite of a high guard.
This is a little bit of a guess
Well,
here.
Sarah threw it similar.
Run that yellow in, Cheryl. This is such a
No, she threw over here, didn't she?
tough shot with the
no, she threw
fresh
it up.
surface.
She threw. What?
I am a big believer, though. Krista really likes this shot. She saw it from the beginning, and
Then a good idea.
yeah, if it's something she sees, the team, they've talked through everything.
Oh, what?
Burned a lot of time.
I'm with you, though. If you play that
I mean, if we get
left-hand
through that
one, you
hole, I
open up
think
a
we're
draw
making
path.
You might
contact
get the
with
top
that.
red or the back red. There's no hole.
But she seems to really
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah, and you can save it for your last
think
one. She's,
back
this is
12?
not wrong.
12 or more.
You know, it is there, too. If you
12?
get through the port, even if you just kick it out a foot, Chelsea's got a big decision to make.
And if you don't curl up enough and you just come off your own yellow a little bit in there, get in for second shot.
Yeah, there'll be options, won't
Okay,
there?
back 12.
Okay. So when you threw your draw,
A little more, Kendra. We got to go more.
Standards, I like it.
They have been the best, really, when you think about it. That's defensively very, very tight. Not going to score a lot of points, but already today have given up 4. And in big part to that 3 they gave up, Team Canada, in the first.
But you know what? That defense is going to help them because they can get a force. They have that ability so well and get the hammer back.
Whoa!
So that's a good thing for the Team Canada.
back line, hard.
Hard! Sarah, hard! Hard!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Rub, roll,
Yeah.
second rub. Ooh,
That is not really good.
not quite.
To the hole.
Shot stone still
should've
there, and it
swept
belongs
that.
to Team Canada.
Shooter.
Well, as long as this doesn't go.
It didn't work the way they drew it up. A great try, but now it's exposed. Chelsea has to make a move on it. If she rolls really good, she's in this type of area, or maybe even in here. How do you score?
You got all, Chelsea.
That's why I'd like to run in there and you get rid of one of those reds. Whoa.
Fire it with the out turn. Like, not fire it, but throw
Firm?
easy peel or firm or something.
I like it with the out turn.
Like
I do.
here.
Yep.
Team Canada was really aggressive going for the
gotta get a bit on the
steal
inside
or
and we're
force,
fine, I think.
whichever they
Yeah.
got, and they're going to end up getting a really good opportunity to steal.
Try to just kind of cozy up to it. If you kick it out, as long as we sit 2, it's not terrible.
Okay. How hard are you throwing?
Firm, like easy peel even.
Okay.
I just think the out turn is a way better, like we need the roll to be higher, so I don't think we can throw the in.
Okay. Nice firm here, Chelsea. Easy peel.
Final stone for Team Canada. Chelsea Carey.
Yeah.
Northern Ontario with last drop. Here come those guards now. Trying to find the hole. By 1, by 2, by 3, by 4. Got it? Yes. And now they'll kick that shot rock, those sideways. Has she left enough open here to bring those other yellows into play?
Certainly did. I think in fairness, they just didn't think it would curl here. She threw it hard enough.
No, it caught them by surprise, Russ, I think.
Wow.
The intern looked better, more natural to me.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I think that looks like a little much.
Just kill this and you're in good shape.
Okay.
Remember, we told you earlier that Team Canada had only given up 1 previous 3.
A little bit correct. Yeah, because it's
And here they are in danger of giving up
I don't know. No, I think we
a
had to play
second
it.
in this game when defensively they're one of the best teams. The question here is, Russ, about overthrowing this by Northern Ontario.
Well, that's what just, I thought Chelsea should have thrown less weight. It wouldn't have rolled as far either, but they should know what this does. It would just, Chelsea just showed them.
Final stone here, looking for a 3 spot in 6. They're coming through. Coming through, and now they have to sit. And it will hang on. The Moose are loose here in St. Catharines. Three days a week, you can visit the St. Catharines Market. Lots of people getting through there. Just a reminder, it won't be long. The NHL trade deadline is quickly approaching, and TSN is your #1 source for every trade and every deal leading up to that March 1st deadline. Wednesday, all-day coverage beginning at 8 a.m. Eastern on TSN.ca and TSN Go. There's somebody could do something with those great-looking peppers. All the different colors. Not you, I know.
No, you know how much I cook, don't you?
Hey.
I can make a salad.
Rip the bag open, throw it in. Okay. Carey, dinner's ready. Nice.
Poor guy.
Northern Ontario picks up another 3 and 6. And they take a big 7-2 lead over Team Canada. And it is the defending champions who do have the last rock, playing the Redstone here in 7. You said it during the break. You didn't see that coming, did you?
No, not at all. If Chelsea makes their Northern Ontario, we had a little unlucky on Krista's first one, rolled to a bad spot. If Chelsea ever rolls buried, there's 2 buried, can't be doubled off, choked off the draw in either direction. Krista would have to play that long race. She misses it. It's a steal at 2. Not 1, but 2. And next thing you know, you walk out there with a 3 ball. It's a game of inches, you know. That Canada's last hit runs an inch straighter. Potential 5-point swing. But again, I'm harping on, but back to Dave Merklinger and crew. A lot of good shots made that end with a fresh surface. That's amazing.
No problem with the ice.
It's pretty high. Nice.
Wayne Madaw would love this pick. He always went at it in the first end. Well, he gets to do it twice in this game.
Yeah, 2 games in 1.
15. Okay. Good, Joss.
Okay, let's continue with our updates now. Saskatchewan looking to win their first, coming off that 4 they put on the board in the 5th. This is Mary Matatall and her team from Windsor, Nova Scotia.
She's trying to play a run back, Vic. She had 2 at the back of the forefoot, and Penny Barker was able to freeze right into the middle of it onto the hearts for shot. So she's really trying to run a stone back and move it, and hopefully she can get shot.
Mary and this team will also represent Nova Scotia at the Canadian Seniors. Steal of 1 for Saskatchewan. Are you noticing the ice conditions improving as well, Kathy?
Oh, dramatically so.
Less close. A little bigger kick, not as big as that. 2. Wider next. Pretty high. Good. Okay.
Jocelyn Peter.
Not curling at all. Still there. We're right to you, Chelsea.
Okay, needs to sit. Sit. Okay, 5-4.
I think you'll see this Northern Ontario team, if they have a successful run here, take the opportunity next year. They didn't play on tour a lot this season. They didn't travel, but with some points and some opportunity, I think you'd see them traveling more next year and playing some of the bigger events.
Hard! 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 Right out. Good sweep.
Alberta and the Territories, they blanked in the 7th. So it remains Alberta leading. Territories, Carey Galusha with last rock playing 8. Again, the importance of that for Galusha, 5 losses, must win. And then lots of teams, 3 of them in fact, to come back to her. And then for Nedwin skipping the Clybrink team, trying to avoid falling to 5, and then if you do that, now you're like the territories and needing to win out and hoping as well.
3-7. Good judge.
That didn't lose.
That would have slowed down in 3 or 4 or 5, but not now. Almost lost it.
Like 9.5.
Like a 9? Just make sure we roll across.
In case you get the guard. Yeah, fine.
Oh, you probably would just take it.
Thought that was a good story you were telling Vic about Northern Ontario, because they didn't have the travel for whatever personal reasons. They didn't choose to do that this year and couldn't get into some of the events. They had ice surface and rocks groomed so that they could get used to this ice surface.
Yeah, their ice maker at the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay had a set of stones, and
I heard it throw a little more than a 9, I thought.
the way they, as you call it, texturing it, you know, made the stones sharp enough. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. And as you know, so they were throwing stones that would give them 4.5, 5 feet of curl. So while they didn't have the ice surface to do it, they could throw it and then come here and not be surprised by it.
Well, and they talked about last year that maybe that took them a little while to get comfortable with, and that they dissected their entire season last year and looked at all the areas that they could work on, and that was one of them. So great for them to do that, and for the ice crew and ice maker to put that effort in to give them that surface.
You know, sometimes you'll get, well, you know, I think for years, didn't Shorty make you a sheet of ice sometimes?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Shorty Jenkins would make you a sheet of ice for you, so you knew exactly, or had at least something comparable to what you're going to face at the Nationals.
Yeah, and it's just logical, isn't it? It makes sense. If, you know, if you don't train on the type of service that you're going to try to execute against the best teams in the world, and you're really doing yourself a disservice.
Can we guard it with the out turn?
We had the same situation when we had, from winning the trials to go into the Olympics, it's 2 months and no arena ice to play on. So our home club, same thing, did some rocks, did a sheet up every day so that we could, you know, not lose that type of arena release that you have.
Okay, but then...
Well, then I don't mind the side.
Well, I know, because then you're just giving your hit and roll.
Then the side is fine. Yeah, sure. I thought guarded. Like, why not guard?
I don't understand.
Try there. I mean, I should be
These are one of these situations, if you guard it, you're giving the opponent a guard to come around. If you go to the open side and you're not close enough to those red ones, you might see Chelsea loop around the red ones.
Further over.
So you've got to keep this. I would rather
it's just a question
give Chelsea a double in the wide open here that you can deal with. Make sure you get this in the 8 foot. Don't go to the 12 foot.
Solid 80?
No, I think a good 80.
Yeah. I think that's in.
T-line!
Krista McCarville, the first skip stone.
Not curling yet.
It's all there.
Whoa.
Here in the 7th.
Wow.
Curling hard now.
I had an 80.
I had 75.
78 I had.
Newfoundland, Labrador, Prince Edward Island, as they play in the 7th, and the final stone coming up for Stacey Curtis.
For Robin McPhee facing those 2 stones, she elected to try to utilize the 2 guards and go around, but it slid deep, and it appears from here that it is already 2 for Newfoundland and Labrador, and that this will be a draw for 3.
This is your ice.
Starting to curl a bit.
They're usually a little more definitive.
It's a long way away from here.
And my eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. There you go, but you have to look now.
Hey.
It's 2. Did she just tap that enough?
I don't know. Is it 2?
They didn't tell us they needed backing.
We could have been on it.
I mean, it's 2 for sure.
2 for sure, yes.
2 for sure.
As
you
it's
guys
3,
are
though.
good.
This is gold medal here.
Oh, pretty impressive. What do you think, Kathy? I think it's 3.
3. 3? Yeah.
I think it's 3 as well.
They're all good for you.
Remember when that horse comes in? We'll take number 7.
Newfoundland Labrador to jump out to an 8-4 lead. Again, we remind you for Stacey Curtis, every year she's been here, she's gotten a little better. 1 win, 2 wins, last year 3, and a win here. If she should beat Prince Edward Island, would be a 4th win for her.
Little bit to keep it there.
Line's good.
Room.
No, Not getting the second Northern Ontario Rock closer than where this one could end up. Allows Chelsea to play an aggressive call here. Now she'll be second shot and hopefully buried for her sake.
Full 12. Yep. Every inch. Okay, easy off.
And around they go.
I had a 90 with I had an 85.
They had to go to bury it, but now it gives Krista a chance to freeze down.
It's sliding beautifully.
Really
isn't it?
nice. Yeah, you can't see the frost at all anymore.
That's how they lost Krista's draw to the back, the yellow one at the back there. They wanted that 4 or 5 feet higher.
T-line.
That looks so much better. The edges were getting so frosty.
You know, too,
throw a good 90 here. Yeah. Okay.
the HVAC system has been repaired, so maybe slowly it's starting to come back to where it was. But yeah, full credit to the ice makers and the crew.
And you know, Vic, I talked to Ken Oakes, who's the building GM, so this is a building he's very comfortable with. And he said, you know, it's very different hockey ice versus arena ice. And because they've shut things off while the players play, he feels that it will take overnight to get the conditions back to where they want to be, the humidity levels to where they want to be. So we're probably looking at tomorrow. Dave already has said that tonight they will do the full scrape at 5 just to make sure.
And he was, and he's not a newbie to this. This is the 5th building that he was telling me he's been called on to manage. This one opening 2 years ago.
Nice try.
It's a very special facility here in St. Catharines in Meridian Center.
Worse that way.
I don't think this is makeable. The double, they were talking about the thin. Oh, they changed their minds, I believe.
We're not trying it.
Yeah.
No, just playing the.
Not with that,
I agree. I think that's pretty tough.
Oh, that was a statement.
How would you make that?
Well, you could make the double.
Yeah, well, you can't hold a shooter, can you?
Always, right?
Well, that's exactly right. That's the problem.
Maybe across the face, really quiet.
You got now. You look into the scoreboard, right, Russ?
Yeah, and that's why you need the 2. So with the angles there, you can definitely make contact. But to your
The
point,
only way
there,
I think it might be there.
and Chelsea's going to tell us here, soft weight.
Across the face, really quiet. Like bumper, so that the shooter sticks here. But I think you have to throw it with the intern and just basically kiss it.
And hope shot stone
I don't
goes
think
out
it
enough.
sticks.
True.
Like, I just think it's
a frost wall, though, right?
Yeah. Take our one, then.
I don't know. I just don't think 1 point's helping us. So
Wouldn't that be terrible if it jammed
Come here,
solid?
Joss.
Let's call a timeout.
Timeout. I just don't think taking 1's helpful. So I think we.
I agree. I think I
Probably a
agree.
Solid hack weight, board weight.
If it's not there, it's not there. I don't think it changes anything.
So hard.
Problem is, can we push it far enough out? Or is it just going to hit a frost ball?
Like, you can throw it with easy even.
I
but
don't think
I
frost
think the only way
comes
to
into
make it is with
the
the
equation.
intern.
No, I
So
agree.
it comes
Not
up
at all.
just a little
Not
higher.
at all.
I don't think we can
hope
throw
it
easy, though.
sticks.
I'm not sure it gets... With the amount that we hit, you don't like it with the out?
No, I think it goes into the 1 always with the out.
Charlie Thomas.
You need the shooter to be coming in higher, right?
we gotta try.
Lowers that.
How do you feel about it?
I really don't think it's there.
I don't think
I don't think it is either. So but taking 1 is not helpful either. So.
Well, we get 1, we steal 2. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
1's better than -2.
Yeah.
That was pretty simple for him. No.
A little exercise never hurt. They played well, and they've made the most of their opportunities. Scoring 3 in the first, then 3 in 6. Against a team that hasn't given up many big ends and has been very good defensively. Points allowed.
Little down.
Whoa.
9.5.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
You're fine.
You're good. Nice. 1 red.
For the single, 1 red it is. The Trails by 4. William.
Weight's good.
Get it by one, get it by another one, get to the inside, kick that other one. Oh. Calling line, here we go. Bang, come across. Threw it far enough. Oh, man, for 3. She's been perfect so far, the two-time Canadian champion, Rachel Homan. 10 straight wins, trying to go through round robin undefeated, but will have to get by Michelle Englot, who comes in with Manitoba at 9-1, 7:30 this evening when we join you on TSN 1, 3, 4, 5. Here at the Meridian Center on this Thursday afternoon, it's draw 15, draw tonight, and then it'll all wind up tomorrow. An update for you, Alberta against the Territories as...
It was great. Yeah, the weight was great.
Let me see, what do we got? 1, 2 reds there?
You do, and so for Carey Galusha needs bite of the 8 foot.
Let's make it. Whoa, maybe I hear more.
It's called a very simple game today, and I don't know whether that's the coaching of John Epping given the ice conditions, or they just want to keep this game close with Alberta and see what happens.
Take a look. Hard, hard. Go, Ash.
Moving, it's moving.
And just to clarify, this is the 8th end. They blanked 7, so it's a 3-2 lead as they draw against that 2. And we'll stop it back edge for the single. And so they are tied 3-3
Okay, so the question is,
after
what
8.
was that?
$12.99.
You have to hand it to the Northwest Territories.
12 on my sock.
You know, they've lost a couple of close games too, and they're hanging in there, and all those, you know, the 4 extra games.
Right to your broom.
That's a lot of curling.
Maybe to your feet.
They're getting a lot of support from the bench.
To the broom.
It's
To the broom right now.
better. Trying to set up a jam. It's going to go too far.
2 great tip
Okay.
shots by Sarah to keep this
4-7.
open.
So let's remind you the playoff scenario as it sits right now. Ontario, Manitoba, Team Canada, they are in. Northern Ontario at 3, wants to avoid a 4th. 4, Quebec, Alberta. Territories mathematically still alive, but they have to win. And then hopefully those teams at 3 and 4 will drop back.
Guys.
It's a long road for Carey Galusha. Told you yesterday it's let's go back to 2007
she runs it this way.
Lethbridge.
Yeah.
The last time
we go here.
5 losses got you into a tiebreaker. You remember that, and I think it was you and PEI. And you remember the other team?
No, I don't. Off
Okay,
the top.
but PEI got through. You
They
didn't.
Yeah, I lost to PEI.
Oh, there you go. So that's why you don't remember.
I really tried to block those things out. But thanks for reminding me that, bringing that all back.
You lose, you can't cook. What the hell is wrong with you?
2.
Mine's good.
Pretty high.
All you got. Gotta be around it.
Okay, we can get around it.
Go. Hard for line 2.
This feels like a lino.
Okay.
It's just,
Yeah. Okay. It's good. Feel this
Really
one.
unfortunate break for Northern Ontario. They breezed by the corner guard and jammed the Canadian stone off another corner guard in behind the corner guard they didn't hit. So they got a really good chance to set up a nice score here.
Whoa! Okay. Hard, Kendra. You're okay. Okay, you got a piece. Gotta watch this.
Still pretty low risk situation for Northern Ontario with the 4 foot wide open.
pretty, not bad. You didn't feel
Feels
that
nice
hard.
underfoot, yeah.
2 choices here too, isn't there? You can throw a center guard because that's what you'd love to do, but it just gives a good hitting team like Northern Ontario that chance to make the double. Imagine they'll just keep piling them in here and hope Northern Ontario misses their last one.
Always dog, always dog.
One part of this could be a little bit,
Yeah, you gotta bury
you know,
it, though.
does it get in your mind? Has the ice changed a little? and with the ice being different from the first half to the second half. But I loved Krista McCarville's interview in the fifth and break where she talked about, Brian asked her about the ice, and she said, but the ice is still manageable. They really don't let it get in their head. And it's been great.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Try that.
You do a straight peel. I like
Saskatchewan.
if you get the guard. Yeah.
Will this be their first win? They just picked up a steal of 3 to go in front of Nova Scotia.
We get the guard, we get the guard.
The other team has lost a ton of close games. I don't think you can get them both, Cheryl.
No, they're pretty behind cover on that long guard. Pick off the top one.
Good go.
For a little around anyway. Yeah.
Good shot, nice shot.
You haven't been with us all week. It was Saskatchewan and BC who were struggling really and hadn't picked up a win. And then yesterday, BC played Saskatchewan, and they had to go to an extra and measure before BC won it.
Their crew
for their first win. And now Saskatchewan is leading here and maybe on their way to their first.
Yep. Every bit, Joss, every bit.
Another update for you. Newfoundland and Labrador by 4. And they are sitting 3.
They are indeed, and because that is such a small area to draw to, Robin's electing to play the hit. Needs to get to the nose, but stay right there.
And is going to roll away and spin out the back. And that will be 2 more.
Good game.
And that will be handshakes. As Newfoundland and Labrador will pick up the win. 10-4 will be your final. And for Stacey Curtis, for Stacey, it is her 4th appearance at the Scotties, and each time here has gotten 1 game better. So congratulations to her.
Very good. Put it back up. So shorter is better. Like if it's a halfway guard, it's not terrible, right?
Like that on your last one for sure. What do you think for speed here?
Still a wonderful game being thrown by both skips, but Krista McCarville, my goodness, at 96%. The draws, tough conditions, maybe letting Chelsea Carey down a little bit, but still 84 overall. On the scoreboard, it's a 7-3 lead for Northern Ontario. Player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
The 3 players under Krista McCarville were out-curled by 4 to 5% throughout the week. So, but Krista was curling right with Chelsea, so she just needed that little bit more support to be able to finish a game off like this, and she got it.
Kendra Lilly, 91%. She is already. She's been playing. She's getting some good support. So is Ashley at 91.
Really gonna move across here, I think. It's like 2.5. It's gonna be here.
Laney, broom down.
Bite.
Line's good.
3. Okay, well then. Well, you're just not there. Just no. Okay.
You guys like running it, or do we ever?
I was thinking if anything hitting, I would always.
I think we got to get rid of that guard. Okay.
Interesting situation here too.
Pretty good.
Yep. 5-4.
You want to hit something with the score the way it is.
I mean, that is really.
You could try the double. Then you leave the dangerous center guard.
Like to go over top of it is super thin, but.
That's probably the call, Cheryl. Hope to get one of those, but if you hit the top one, it kicks back towards the button. You're not happy either.
That's the risk. You ever kick it back to the forefoot, you got something to guard, and a tough shot for Krista on her last.
It's funny when you're up here, you think of all your extra time, you think of all the things that can go wrong. You could actually play a come around here if you had to, or hit and roll in. Hit and roll in, make Chelsea hit it.
Or maybe don't even play a straight come around, just come around and leave it open to use.
So the Steal a one here wouldn't be terrible.
Dropping in on this game between Saskatchewan and Nova Scotia, as Saskatchewan looking to win their first final stone for Nova Scotia and Mary Matitol.
Well, Penny Barker probably wishes the whole week just started all over again, playing with a lot of confidence and picking out stones. And that's forced Mary to take one. Needs to get to the nose and stick it, though.
And where will it go? And has to settle down. Can't roll too far, and it will. Stop on time. One at the back for Nova Scotia.
Really great result. Sorry, Vic.
Sorry about that. I was just watching Mary.
You can get one? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you got one, Mary.
I don't know. Whatever Bruce says. On this ice, I think anything's possible.
Yeah, this is a seniors team, as mentioned, that they went into the provincials in Nova Scotia to prepare for the seniors, and they showed all the young people how to curl, and they won the province. And so now they'll also represent Nova Scotia at the Canadian Seniors.
I love that comment, though. 5 down without hammer, and they're going to keep playing because they feel anything's possible, and it's just a fantastic attitude.
Okay.
We've known Mary a long time, as many in the game have. She just loves it. She loves the game, and this is now her 6th Scotties. She's won a Canadian mixed title as well with Steve Ogden. Played with Colleen Jones, of course, with Kay Zink.
That's the amazing thing about the national championships. You've got all different types of athletes, all different types of players, all with great desire and pride in their province.
Like she said yesterday, I didn't feel that bad.
Nova Scotia's not going to quit. Look what they did the other night to Alberta. Were they 4 down or 4 or 5? 4 down. 5 down, I think.
Whoa. No.
Came back and won the game.
Well, and they've a couple of those girls have been playing for 30 years trying to get to their first Scotties. So they won't quit either.
And right to it. There you go. For the single on the edge of the 8th. One it is for Northern Ontario. Under the bright lights here at the Meridian Center on this Thursday afternoon. Draw 15 of the Scotties in St. Catharines, Northern Ontario, in a rematch of last year's final with an 8-3 lead as we go to 9. And Team Canada going to make the switch at lead. Now there's a familiar face to Canadian curling fans, as Lainey Peters will leave and in comes Susan O'Connor. That's what it was all about, eh? The Olympic silver medal with you back in Vancouver.
All there. Might be
An amazing player and a great person. Nice to see her still in the game.
It looks okay to me.
She playing a lot, Cheryl?
No, she's, when the Olympics were over, she had a little boy, Oliver, and so that's been a big focus for her and work. And then I think the commitment to Team Canada last year, so played a couple events for them with them this year to give Amy a break with work, and it's been a nice balance for her. Get to be on Team Canada, but not have to put in all the time.
It's just scary, like you say, if they get 2.
Okay, so same weight should be good soon.
Yeah.
I'm just reminded, it's hard to believe.
No, that's perfect.
7 years. Hasn't it gone quickly?
Yes, it has.
Oh, really?
Up here has gone really slow. But
The last spot through.
Yeah, well, we can help speed things up.
I think it's okay. I think it's over, but it's not much.
We don't talk about my cooking anymore.
No. They may try to have to take a new profession.
Keep her going, keep her going, keep it on. Okay, great sweep, guys.
Yeah, but it's remarkable.
Good.
Yeah, listen. All those things your parents said to you.
Sure.
come true.
It doesn't go crazy. No.
Alberta and the Territories blank in 9. So here they go to the 10th in a 3-3 tie, and it will be Alberta with last drop, trying to avoid dropping to 5 losses. And while the Territories trying to keep themselves mathematically alive.
Okay. Okay. A little sore over here, hey? Yeah. Not a ton. Like, I think that carried pretty nice.
Go a little deeper this time. They left the half rock double last time for Northern Ontario. The double peel.
Mine's good.
That was good. High-ish. It's there, I think, Sue. Take a look and let me know.
Mine's nice.
Tighter.
A little excited on the broom, sorry.
Yeah, it needs to sit.
What is
Nice
that?
throw, Joss. 4-9.
Yeah, a little maybe
Right? Same way.
overbrushed it. As Amy Nixon said, a little excited on the broom.
I was just thinking of, you know, Sue and all the players that have stepped a little bit away from the game, but you wonder with the way this went with some of the, I guess, not so favorite teams in some provinces not getting through, that you see more people entering playdowns next year, because you know, I think for a while teams believed they didn't have a chance unless they played full time in this sport.
That's a great point, because you turn the TV on during the year and the ice is good and you see a lot of shots being made, and you sit at home and say, oh, I can't do that. But you might be playing on a surface that you can't do that. You know, when it gets this good, these rocks are so lively. You know, you see teams curling 85-90% all the time now, and it's a lot easier once you figure this surface out.
It's carrying pretty nice. Nice tight.
Right even.
Yeah, it looks all there.
It's even. It's even. Oh. It's nice there.
They talk about being able to drag a rock. Now we've changed the surfaces of the brooms. It may be 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet. Maybe I've heard as high as 8.
Good judge.
I've curling clubs. You can't drag it 8 inches, let alone 8 feet. So it's you know, it makes it a lot tougher.
Big difference.
Whoa,
More than
whoa.
Kendra Lilly.
Hard, Sarah, hard. Okay, you're good. You got a piece.
Got a piece. Just wow.
That was a bomb.
She didn't want to go down to 95%. She wanted to stay up, keep her numbers up.
She played great.
Oh,
She gave the Moose a heart attack. Amy Nixon.
Mine's good. Wool line. Weight's close. Okay, wool line. I thought it was all
been
there.
a hair heavy on a few of these.
8. Whoa, lots of room.
8's fine. It just needs to curl.
9.
No, it's no.
And that is reflected in her numbers, throwing 70% so far.
I think you can, Josh.
Yeah, it's dead back there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, nothing there.
Okay.
See the snow
Nice
going through
weight,
the
Nick.
right side of the forefoot there. Can only imagine if they hadn't scraped.
Would have been a snow bank on the side of the sheet.
Yep.
Teams from Moncton would have been winning, Vic.
Yep, hard.
Or trained to the
Hard. Right out. Good.
Good shot, Kendra.
The brushes have little plows in the front.
Good space shots. Yep. Real good shots. Similar. Yeah.
It's been a hard winter in many parts of the country. Right now, no, here in southern Ontario and really the east. Well, it's what you had out west for a good period of time. That's come east now, but I mean, remarkable today. Hitting 18 degrees here in St. Catharines.
Yeah, we didn't have it that good. I think we had 13, 14.
Nice weight.
That was beautiful. 18's amazing.
We can make the double. You can maybe roll
But they
it.
need to get this HVAC system
Thinking about here.
while it's working. They need to really get this building going, because forecast is still for mild temperatures, 8 and 9 the next couple of days, but drizzle.
I think Dave Merklin is pretty confident that once the night game's over and the crowd's gone, they can turn everything back on. They'll be able to pull enough moisture out of here to to have it ready for tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning being the final draw of the round robin. For we know the field and possible tiebreaker.
Bounce it. Okay.
Well, there's something to go around.
Curled, I guess.
Little stagger there.
Well, we weren't on it though. I know. I just thought it.
And you don't want to lose. I know it's the 9th and you're down by 5, but Northern Ontario,
So
you can't lose focus here. Sure.
Yeah.
No, and
That was
more
3-1. I could
than
probably
for
give
this
you
game,
2.5.
it is to carry it to the
Similar to
next
what I've been
game and
throwing
know
them.
that you didn't do that. That's been this entire game for them, is not looking.
Gotta make
They've
sure
done a
you're
great
positive,
job.
too. That's all that
They
went
haven't
wrong
let the
with
ice
second
get to
one. I
them.
don't think the weight was that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Focused on what they had to do out here to win this.
Line's good. Weight's close.
Line's good.
Yep.
Room.
Yep. 4. Yep.
Peterman and O'Connor.
Hard line. Hard.
Here comes that
line, you
stagger.
got it.
All you got. Line's good.
Gotta go. Line's good.
Here comes that stagger.
Just T.
Joss.
And now Peterman will take it, carry it, and bury it, leaving a little corner exposed on the top of the 8.
That's as good as we could do.
It's pretty nice. These are the shots that you want from Chelsea. Even if you don't come back in this game, this is a shot you remember making. And that's what you really want to have in the memory banks going forward to the next game, is all the shots you did make.
I think it curled so much, the yellow runbacks now there.
And congratulations to Saskatchewan and Penny Barker and the team from Moose Jaw Ford Curling Center. They have picked up their first win, 9-4, over Mary Matatall and Nova Scotia. And Mary's just that kind of person. She's as happy for them winning.
So true.
Really big.
Not necessarily happy about losing, but happy that they'll go through with at least one win. Saskatchewan on the board. McCarville. Wow. I didn't think that was possible. I thought that was overlapped a little bit, and look at that now. There is no way you can run this back now. Watch where the shooter ends up. Just that little roll, and got it, and inside it flipped in behind cover.
Just throws such a pure rock. So easy to read. Keep an eye on that team. Both teams have been impressive in this game, really. Just a great 3-under, a unlucky shot by Amy Nixon, gave up a 3, and McCarville just hasn't let them off the hook.
No, they both came into this game really well matched. Amount of points they were scoring in defense and player percentages.
I think we just have to hope it doesn't catch that spot.
Charles. Okay.
Where are they going here?
Just
Get
straight
really
draw.
All the way around?
No, just straight to the 4 foot.
Okay.
Just gotta
go.
beat that thing out.
All right. So full 8 is what's needed. They went way outside.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Okay. Never heavy. 3.5. You're okay. You're okay. Really nice.
Very nice. Positive. They draw the back 4.
Now we can shake your hands.
And now they will shake hands. They pick up the single, but it's a huge win for Northern Ontario. Make the final 8-4. And for McCarville and last year's silver medalists, their record is now 6-3. Team Canada. Seven and 2, and it's great. You play all those years to get to a Scotties, and the team from Moose Jaw has their first win. There's nothing like it.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Let's get the picture. There you go. What a big win it is for Krista McCarville and the team from Thunder Bay, Northern Ontario, as they pick up the win to stay at 3 losses and really in control from that first stone, score 3, and then after the scrape and re-pebble in 6, did it again. They win it 8-4, and a very impressive performance by last year's runner-up. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. So one sheet remains in play, and they are in a timeout. Alberta against the Territories in a 3-3 tie. The team from Alberta, Okotoks, south of Calgary, right now being skipped by Heather Netherwin, does have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
A whole bunch of timeouts being called here so far in this end, and the kind of a questionable call, Cheryl. I thought they might peel that yellow guard that's guarding those valuable tap backs for
Line's tight, hurry up. Little
Team
ladder.
Galusha here, and then they decided to hit the back one, but rolled to a really ugly spot. So.
Kathy, you've been watching this. What have you seen?
Well, it's been really interesting. I watched Heather last night when they wound up losing that game after being up 9-4, and she called very similar. Didn't run guards when you would expect her to peel. And even though Alice and Thiessen, the lead for Alberta, made 2 very good shots, there's certainly potential for Carey Galusha and her team because of that guard being left.
That's exactly how they lost to Nova Scotia, Kathy, isn't it?
Alberta is still the shot rock. That's the Redstone center line back 4. That little double tap leaves the Territories Yellowstone as the second shot in the 4-foot.
4-3.
Okay, you got it.
Is the again, all 4 sheets were scraped at the break and re-pebbled. Has this surface held up, Kathy?
This is probably one of the best surfaces. A and B, even this morning at their worst, were the best in the building.
Line only. Oh, no, gotta go.
Lisa Amy throwing the 3rd stone.
Hard line. Hard line. You don't need to. Yeah. Line only. Line only.
Thiessen,
Gotta go
Sarah
rub,
Wilkes,
Sarah. Gotta go rub. Not too big.
and looking for that little rub and roll.
Okay.
They're going to cover that stone, but boy, if you can get in behind there, what do you do?
Yeah, that's just it. Alberta's
Shoot, it was good. We just
getting
had to
quite
stay on it.
claustrophobic here.
Did that stone roll off, that red stone? Well, from there, it looks like there's a slight overlap, Cheryl.
There is, and that was the concern. They really tried to get it, just over curled on them, and now it gets a little scary. You get this over buried, and there is no run.
You want to leave yourself 2 shots, and there's that for that or the straight come around with all good things for the Territories. If you get this ideally, Cheryl, maybe not even frozen, maybe up into that area, it'd be really hard to remove. You could obviously freeze, but Heather, the way she plays, will just lock one in there herself. But there's certainly some chances here.
Remember what's at stake here. If you are Carey Galusha, mathematically, you are still part of the playoff picture. You need to win, though, bring Alberta back, Quebec back, and then, of course, after this win, that was huge for Northern Ontario, because they would have to lose their last 2 to fall to 5. So long shot at best. Skip stones. Yellow knives. Carey Galusha.
Get it there, hard! Hard, guys! Hard, whoa, it's got tons. Hard, Lisa, go! Go, Lisa!
A little bit too much. Now, they did move that stone. They tapped it. And it looks like that yellow now.
Exactly.
Is the shot wrong?
Good luck getting that one out.
I know.
Just enough to be shot?
Yep.
Yes, just enough.
Sweep, way too much sweep.
A little panic.
Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah, it was. It just was. It's so hard for the brushers to guess properly right now. Team Alberta's come around, stopped high. They thought it was perfect, and then that one they overbrushed. It's just so hard to be that accurate.
Trying to anticipate.
They know it. Megan Kohler, Danielle Derry.
With a good positive release here.
All right, Heather, you got it.
Nice and positive here.
Called upon just prior to the start of the Alberta Provincials. Shannon Clybrink had hurt her back. Played a couple of games in the Provincials. But now has really taken over this team from about Monday.
No!
Oh, she really got this outside, way out there.
Oh, is it ever running?
Not moving.
What you got?
Hit over.
So another chance to get in there.
Second try. Close.
To even try to get in there, Cheryl. I guess they can roll off of that. Alberta can hit that left one, but you could just throw the straight guard here.
That's what we were trying to throw. 1309, actually.
Yeah, Shotstone does belong to the Territories.
You got her.
I guess that red raise is available too, isn't it?
Yeah, and coming off even that back red one and up.
Yep. Yeah, it's still there. They're both still there, aren't they? So you got to sink this.
Same thing?
She just threw it, and the sweepers just had a chance to
Mine was a 13 something.
Take a breath.
brush it. Yeah.
You worry that because there's been 4 or 5 in a row down this path, it is getting quicker, straighter.
I heard the sweeper say we'll look up this time, so.
On the screen there. Yeah. Okay, you got it. First one through last time.
Let's make it.
So do you guys need a little less, hey?
A little less. There's been a few
Like
rocks
1
down
foot.
this path.
Okay, it'll
2
curl a little
feet.
more with a little less weight. So just stay close.
Just like 1 to 2 feet, that's it.
Final stone for the Territories. Carey Galusha
It's gotta move. Let's wait. Mine's good. Gotta move. Yep.
in a 10th appearance at the National Championship. Kohler, Derry on the brush. Sharon Cormier calling line.
Weight's close. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it.
And all the way to the back. So the pinhole is available. The button is still there for Alberta and Nedwin.
What? Quite a bit less, eh?
Yeah.
Just getting quicker there. The exact same path, 5 or 6 rocks in a row.
Third rock down there, I threw quite a bit less.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
can
no, I got
Heather
13.8.
adjust?
Yep.
13.8.
Won't quite be shot rock off the red one, will you? You have to get to the nose of the yellow.
What are you looking for? 80.
Nice and positive. Let's go.
It's a big shot, no doubt,
Shoot, just like another foot.
for the Territories to avoid losing 6 and falling out of contention. And for Alberta to lose a 5th and then have to hope. Final stone. Right now it is the Territories stealing this win in a 3-3 tie. Wilkes, decent. Big brush, got to get it by their own. Get it by their own. Oh, the rub, the roll, and now it needs to curl, and it does not. It will be a stolen win for the Territories. They win it 4-3. Mathematically still alive at 5-5. And for Alberta, they sit also at 5-5, but that means they need to win. Both teams need to win their last and then hope for teams, particularly Northern Ontario, to lose out. Disappointment for the two-time Canadian champion, Heather Nedowin. So there you see the separation now. Alberta territories at 5. You have to stay there. And because 4 teams make the Page playoff, you're going to need Northern Ontario to lose 2. You're going to need Quebec to lose their last and fall back. Right now we know Ontario, Manitoba, Team Canada are in the Final 4. Coach John Epping, Terry Galusha picks up the win. A reminder, we're back with you at 7:30 Eastern Time. The 2 best so far, Rachel Holman. Can she go through round robin undefeated? She'll have to get by Michelle Englot in Manitoba at 9-1 when we join you again at 7:30 Eastern Time. It's been quite the day so far, hasn't it? In the rematch of last year's championship, this time goes to Northern Ontario. Again, applause and props to the ice crew. What a wonderful job they've done here in this year's Scotties on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.